Hustlers.
So, if you didn't listen to me a couple weeks ago, when I said that Hustlers was going to be a don't miss, I threw that in a conversation. I was like, I think this is going to be a don't miss. You suck because you didn't listen to me. They're talking about, what's it called? Little Oscar nom whispers
Oscar
and
nods?
yeah, thinking that J-Lo's going to get some Oscar nominations for it. And if she does, which I think is really cool, but funny and sad, there's so many emotions wrapped around this, it will be her first nomination for an Academy Award.
Wow.
She hasn't gotten anything from the Academy. She's gotten stuff from ALMA, and she won a Golden Globe. That's not the Academy.
It's not the Academy.
She won the Golden Globe for Selena and American Latino Media Arts.
I'm going to see if the dog needs to go outside. He's whining pretty hard. So, go.
He just missed us. So this will be her first nomination if she got a nomination, which would be kind of sad because she deserves so much more. Kind of exciting because obviously we want her to win awards because she's amazing. And at 50 years old,
She's
to
50?
portray a stripper.
Wait, what?
She's 50.
She's 50?
She was born in 1969. She
What
turned
fountain
50
of
this
youth?
year.
J-Lo is actually old enough to be my mother.
What's crazy is that when they were talking about the new Selena movie, I was like, no, she can still play Selena. Like, she can still do it. And they're like, no, she's 50. I was like, no, she can still do it.
No, Rosita got that.
No, I'm mad about it. We're not going to get into that. But, so if you don't know anything about Hustlers, it's a rated R movie that premiered this weekend on the 13th. It's an hour and 50 minutes, which is kind of long for that type of movie.
Yeah, it's I've kind of thought in the vein of Showgirls or Magic Mike type thing, you know.
And that's sort of what it is, but this is based on the magazine article. This is based on something that actually happened, which is insane to me. I did not understand that, did not get that. But it made
not so much like Mastermind though.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean they got caught and they're in prison now.
Or
So
Pain and Gain. I love those movies.
But this movie made $33.2 million this weekend.
Oh.
And that's a big debut, especially since it only cost $20 million to make. So it profited its first weekend, which is pretty big for a movie like this.
I'm sorry, I have to stop you. If you're watching, I apologize. I'm just gonna let the dog in here because I feel like a bad guy. Because he's literally standing at the door whimpering at me, and I'm sure you guys can hear it. And I feel really bad. This isn't something I can edit out. Come on, Ghost. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
See him over here. He's a happy boy.
Oh.
Okay, buddy. All right.
But I feel bad for the Goldfinch that also opened up this weekend and lost money.
Yeah.
It took $40 million to make, and it only made $2.6 million this weekend.
Wow, that was one that was supposed to be the awards one, and the trailers were kind of weird. To be honest.
They're you would see one trailer that would act like it was something, and then another trailer that made it seem like it was a different one. Who's the main guy in it? It's not Eggsy.
Mm-mm.
What was the guy that Ansel Elgort? He was in
he was
crap.
Is that? Oh yeah, Baby Driver.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's who it is. Yeah. I was like, I know his face from somewhere.
Oh.
Didn't he do the new Footloose?
I don't remember.
Anyway. So just to give you a little bit of comparison of how good this movie did. You keep interrupting.
I'm sorry.
This movie did really good, which is really cool. It had 87% Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter, but then 68% for audience reviews. But just to give you, again, a little bit of context, the tomato meter, which are people what is that, professional, actual...
Well, yeah, they do a critic score. And then they do an audience score.
Yeah, so the critics that saw it, there were only 203 critics. And so that's why its percentage is so much higher. It has 87% on tomato meter, but there were 5,453 audience reviews.
Wow.
That's a lot of reviews.
It's like the sleeper hit that nobody expected.
Yeah, so out of that many reviews, 68% is still pretty high.
Because hustlers be hustling.
I'm glad I was drinking water while you said that.
No spit take.
Nope, not at all. But if something that I was considering is like, if you had woken up on Saturday or Friday and you're like, I want to go see a movie this weekend. Let's go see a movie. Your choices were really limited.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of things that nobody had even heard about.
Outside of It Too.
It Too had been out for 2 weeks already.
Yeah.
And so there was Hustlers, The Goldfinch, Can You Keep a Secret, Haven't, Freaks, The Sound of Silence, Fall Girl, Unbelievable, Monos, and The Harvesters.
Wow, a bunch of them I've never heard.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like, I think a lot of the hype was around like, oh crap, I want to see a movie, but I don't really have a lot of choices. So I'll go and I'll see this one. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then that's how this was an upset. Yeah, I think it just happened. It's got Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Julia Stiles, Matei Towley, which is a really big deal because in the movie, my understanding of it is that he plays a transgender stripper, which is a big deal these days, and so kind of addresses a lot of things that you wouldn't think this type of movie would address. So I mean, I'm okay that it was an upset. I mean, I think it sounds like a good movie. I said don't miss it a couple weeks ago. I think I'll probably try and see it. I don't know if we'll have time to go to the theater to see
Cardi
it.
B and
Lizzo, okay.
Lizzo
Cardi B plays a stripper named Diamond.
Which is accurate because she was a stripper.
She was. I forgot about
She
that.
straight up was a stripper. So I just love this movie because J-Lo basically invented pole dancing being cool. She basically coined it. Like nobody thought pole dancing was cool until J-Lo started doing it. And so I just love that this shows so much versatility and talent. Like that takes pure muscle, pure talent.
That is actually
Yeah.
athletic.
Yeah, exactly.
very
Like that's
athletic.
super cool. And J-Lo's 50, so just gonna keep throwing that out there a little bit.
You're going to have a good time to see, some stuff. Yeah. And then it turns out to actually be a good movie. It's like, woohoo, win-win. But
some of the
if I watch it and Drake's not on the front row throwing money, I'm not in.
I think that some of the reviews that I saw, the IMDb reviews that they have at the bottom there, it had 6.6 out of 10 stars, but the reviews that were at the top were the really, really crappy ones. So what's kind of cool is that they go in order. And so it's like 1-star reviews, 2-star reviews, 3-star reviews in order like that on IMDb, or at least they did on this. And they were saying like, it wasn't like a hype film where it was like, oh, girl power. It was like, girl revenge and every person on the planet besides us is terrible and stupid. And so I don't know how it's going to end up turning out, but I think it'll be one that you kind of want to see and just see and be like, I got this message.
Yeah, I think Magic Mike kind of paved the way for that because it was another one that was like a dude stripper movie. It's like all the chicks are going to see that, but it actually turned out to be like a really good film, and they made a sequel. They probably would have made a sequel anyway. I mean, they made 50 Shades of Grey sequels, but
based on books though.
Yeah, but I think it paved the way for like these types of films people actually taken kind of seriously, even though. Because I think before that, like I know with Showgirls, when it came out, it was extremely divisive. Because for one, it was like NC-17 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't 17 yet. But I remember it being extremely divisive. And I remember being a teenage boy that wanted to see this. But I remember people saying, hey, this is legitimately a good movie. And everybody was like, it's Jessie from Saved by the Bell, and it's a stripper movie. So it's crap. Just based on that premise alone,
Which is really messed up.
Yeah.
Because, you have to remember, they're actors. Yeah. They're doing what they need to do to make money. And this is their career.
She quite literally put herself out there.
Well, she struggled with drug abuse when she was on Saved by the Bell. She was a lot older than she was portrayed on Saved by the Bell. Like really.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Wow.
It was legit because I saw a review. It was like the actor that I can't remember who was in that scene with her was talking to her, not her character.
I remember that being like that episode being like one of the realest ones too. So that was probably good catch. So yeah, that explains
kind of like
why.
the Will Smith episode where like he's actually upset about his dad not coming to see him, and like it's all of it's bathed in a little bit of reality, just like this movie, and which is based on a true story. And so whether you think that they're right or wrong is not the question. Just enjoy it, have a good time, and $33.2 million worth of people did. So if you don't care, don't go see it.
Yep. All right.
Are we?
That's all I got about that.
All right.
All right.
You know, a hustler's got to do what a hustler's got to do.
My voice.